Hail and well met, and welcome to all and sundry to Severed Threads, Notes from the Black Ballad. So glad that you're here. We really enjoy getting to play with all of our friends, but we enjoy the fact that we're getting to share it with all of you as well. It really makes it special for us. We hope that you agree. First of all, I would like to send out the customary thank you to Storyteller's Forge, the writers of the module we are playing, the Black Ballad. It's an amazing module. We're having a great time with it, and it's always a pleasure and full of surprises in terms of, well, not surprises for me anymore now that I know it, but I assume it's full of surprises for the players.
It is.
Not full of surprises for the DM. The players surprise the DM, not the module. But thanks to some successful crowdsourcing efforts, there are some more things in store, literally, for all of us from Storyteller's Forge. In particular, a new campaign called Festival of the Forgotten, Revelations of the Dark Carnival. So be on the lookout for that. The music you've been listening to and will listen to for this campaign is thanks to Drake of Dia Morte. This music is meant to go along with this campaign, and we're very grateful to them for allowing us to use it. If you like the character art that you see flashing on the screen, that is thanks to Kai. She is an amazing artist that does incredible work. We've started to commission her for all of our other characters as well, not just the ones in this campaign. Mm-hmm. We're having a blast with it. She's very talented, and I know she watches, so hello, Kai! Hi! If you like what you see here and would like to play a game like it, then I am a DM for hire. You should definitely check out me DM. If you would like to be in one of my games, well, send me a note here in chat, and we will discuss it. In point of fact, all of the things that I've been mentioning so far, links to important things are there in the chat, so go ahead and click if you feel like it. If you would like to listen to me and Samus, who are also in a campaign that is a podcast set in the world of Dragonlance, then you check out Echoes of Kryn, Dragons of the Hidden Flood. A fun thing that we are doing, an awards-winning podcast, I might add, if you care about such things, and I do. You should absolutely check it. You can also find, going back now, talking about Storyteller's Forge, they actually also did some novels called Chronicles of the Crossing that are set in the same setting that we are playing this campaign in. So tons of stuff. You can come at this world of the Black Ballad from multiple different directions, from music, from books, and from role-playing games. So really quickly here, we're going to do some rapid-fire questions for our players. Before we get in, we're going to start with Samus. Samus, what is your favorite low-level creature to fight in Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh man. I don't know. I'm a big fan of just rocking out with the rats. I do not care for rats in life. I grew up in New York City, and I am not desensitized to them. They kind of terrify me, and so that's always a good way to rip the Band-Aid off for a first level character.
Classic. Fantastic. Next we're gonna go with a Tess.
Answer's gotta be kobolds, because that's the first thing I remember fighting in Baldur's Gate 1.
Takes me back. Jessie?
I really like fighting like wolves or other type of creatures that you can supersede the actual fight by then becoming best friends with the creature instead.
Yes, casting animal friendship.
Animal friendship is my fave, so I like those types of creatures for fights.
Suddenly the enemy becomes the friend. Yeah. How lovely. Soku?
Fish.
Okay. Moving on.
The commitment with which you executed that was masterful.
No questions? Moving right along? That's fine. Last but not least, Ryan.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of The Hobbit. So anytime I get to throw down against a giant spider, like it takes me right back into that fantasy trope of like, yo, this is going to get sticky.
What is it?
Period.
Addercop? What all does he shout at the spiders as he's fighting them?
Yes.
Lazy Lob and Crazy Cobb. Oh, that also takes me back. Thanks, guys, for that. Appreciate that. So, all that being done, I think it is time for me to say, my friends, it is time. I extend my hand, inviting you to step with me into fantasy. Release your hold on that which you know to be true, and let imagination rule for the next few hours.
He said it.
He said it. He did the
He
thing.
said the thing.
Oh boy.
Last time on Severed Threads Notes from the Black Ballad, the adventurers began in combat as they defended a group of wayward souls, very similar to what they might have found perhaps in the mortal world, a caravan of covered wagons with huddled innocents trying to withstand the onslaught from two warring factions, the Legionnaires and the Accursed Guard, that have come to the Sunless Crossing and are continuing their fight, only to discover that they are themselves generating a malice, a Scarlet Malice, which is, once they are killed here in the Sunless Crossing and they return back to the world of the living, they spread this plague, this illness, this curse, so that brings other souls here to the Sunless Crossing as well, and so on and so forth as the ranks of the souls coming to this area just continue to grow nonstop. To try and stem the tide of this, the adventurers have been asked by the godless monarchy to make a plea to the literal embodiment of death, not the god of death, the concept of death, the personification, the manifestation of death, whose area lies within the swirling maelstrom that surrounds the Sunless Crossing, known as the Storm of Broken Worlds. After protecting the group of travelers from the Legionnaires and the Accursed Guard, the adventurers being led by the enigmatic Magian, who is apparently a personification themselves of the world of dreams, the concept of dreams, accompanies them into the Storm of Broken Worlds, where they see many a bizarre thing, including a strange creature known as Yaspar, who was seemingly only a smile wrapped in a cloak with two little Jawa-like eyes looking out of it, and wanted to play a game known as Teeth with the group, but they denied Yaspar and moved on and finally found themselves at the entrance to the domain of death. Entering in, they were confronted by utter silence and a distinct feeling that this was not where they should be, even if they are in fact dead. And this place took a toll on them. In particular, for many of them, it took away their wisdom. And whence they did awaken the group of these souls, a swarm of unresting or resting souls that come and attack them. Wynn found herself slain, but rather than returning to the mortal plane like she did last time, she simply remanifested here in the domain of death. But she is beginning to unravel, and as such has discovered a new cool thing, which is that she has ephemeral movement, but a bad thing in that she can no longer remember ever having known a person known as Corcoran Pebblemoss, one of her dear friends. And that is where we rejoin the adventurers. Now, if you want to know more about what happens when you unravel, you can, of course, read about it in the Black Ballad if you want to play it yourself. But perhaps we'll find out more about that as well as the adventure continues, as I'm sure none of the adventurers are safe from its effects. But
Yes, I hate it.
it's not there for you to love, Samus.
I thought this was supposed to be a feel-good game.
Then you haven't
sorry.
been
It
paying
is because we're
attention.
playing together.
I play D&D to escape reality. I'm already well aware that I'm unraveling.
Oh, that's too
Yeah.
real.
So, at the end of our last session, the swarm of souls that you were fighting dissipated, almost fleeing into the space as the arrival of an entity, which can only be death itself, manifested in front of you. Despite the echo of your pounding pulses and the sound of post-adrenaline rushing and breathing in your heads, a voice cuts through it all, almost tranquilizing in both tenor and tone. It enters your minds. My patience for that which does not belong here is slim at best. That includes you, Dream. It has been a long time, and I welcome you out of courtesy. But tread lightly, as those who reside here have no desire for you to interfere with their slumber. Majid bows gracefully with a grand gesture of their arms. Of course, brother. You have my word. The other voice continues in your minds. So, interloper, what is it you see? I suggest you think carefully before you utter your next words, and when you do so quiet and with respect. Just at the outside of your sight, you see this figure. As it speaks, it does gesture, but there is a bizarre fluidity to it, as if the motions are meant to mimic what one would say speaking to a group, but they're the completely wrong gestures. Just an idea of what speaking and conversing in this way, a memory of what it might be. It is distinctly off-putting.
I will look to the group and I'll nod very gently and I'll step forward. And I am shaking. I am terrified, but I will take a knee and I will bow my head. We humbly apologize for the intrusion. We understand full well that we are unwelcome and do not belong in this place. But please know that we've made this journey out of dire necessity. All of us, Majin aside, have perished and have become inhabitants of the Sunless crossing. Since our arrival, we have borne witness to a terrifying affliction that threatens to disrupt not only the crossing, but the fabric of all reality. The illness is called the Red Malice, a highly contagious disease, the origin and scope of which we are still trying to ascertain. But what we do know is that souls are entering the crossing, dying, and returning to their original realm as corrupted undead, spreading the affliction to the living. If they're destroyed in their own plane of existence, they return to the crossing and the cycle continues. A war has broken out in the crossing, and if nothing is done quickly, this disease will not only destroy the Sunless crossing itself, but it has the potential to corrupt the journey for souls to enter their eternal rest. I do not know if you have felt the shift, but I fear you will soon. The request we make is extreme, but no more so than the calamity that threatens us all. We beseech you to halt resurrection magic magic. We seek to contain the chaos before all of existence is afflicted by this illness and to restore balance so that souls may continue their journey on unhindered. We, as a party, would never presume to tell you what you must do, but we, in our limited wisdom and perspective, see no other alternative to stopping the spread of this chaos. For the good of all life and the death that will eventually consume it, we beg you, hear our plea.
While Niall is speaking, Yak steps forward, places his hand upon his shoulder, and blesses him with a bardic inspiration.
What form does this bardic inspiration take?
Yak very, very humbly puts his hand upon his shoulder, and you see his fingers meld into a owl-like talon as it just places it upon his hand, on his shoulder, and he whispers into his ears, "We are made of the past, yearning for a new life. Music."
I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder or on your talon and stop you. Not here, Jock.
First of all, I do need to give you props. That was a great speech, Samus.
Yeah.
Take an inspiration, please. That was fantastic.
That was so good.
Huzzah.
I practiced.
Well, then I take it back.
I'm glad we picked you.
Oh, sorry.
So
Just now, I
Extempore
practiced.
from his mother wit.
I,
A witty mother.
as you step forward to do this, Jack, and Niall refuses it. There is a long stretch of silence as this entity floats before you. It continues to gesture, almost as if the sound that you're creating with your speak requires it to make some sort of movement. But as you speak, it gets slower and slower until it is simply hovering there. Just a single shroud of darkness set against the gray expanse behind it. What you request is an end to an ancient pact, agreements between the primordial forces that existed for longer than the gods. What is possible?
Sorry, what did you just say?
As possible. As death contemplates what you request, please make a persuasion check for me.
The guy with the worst charisma.
You're the one that chose to speak.
But
He's the
no,
best
I know,
speaker.
but
He is the best speaker.
I think that given the fact that the convincing of the speech granted me inspiration, I think it's only fitting that I use it here.
Yes, please, thank you.
So we're gonna roll. Okay, so the first one was a 4.
Oh, God.
Ooh, the second one was an 18.
Okay.
Plus 3
Okay.
is 21.
Okay.
Nice.
21. Consider the request granted. Death's voice whispers, but it continues. Understand what you have asked, mortals. The gods who rely on my power will be most displeased. And before you're able to say anything else, suddenly there is a flash of light and you recoil from it as if you have not seen anything brighter than a dim glow for months. And once again, you find yourself in the storm of broken worlds, right at the entrance to the domain of death.
I don't want to go back there for a very long time.
That was amazing.
I will
Niall.
grab your shoulders. You did this. That was amazing. And I'll turn away.
Yak just grabs him by the face and kisses him. Mwah! You're beautiful.
Very.
Normally, what would have... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And Wynn says, I'm very proud of you.
Normally what would have elicited a sarcastic response and a recoil. I think I'm too shaken from the experience, and I just kind of give a very gentle nod. And can we please go back now?
Oh yeah.
Well
Yes,
then,
absolutely.
says
Besides, like we piss off gods all the time. I mean, how bad could it be?
Wouldn't have we ever pissed off a god?
I'm sure that there are plenty of gods pissed at us for
the
any
darkness that
number of
once
reason.
again, as you look down into this pit, there is a darkness that sort of floats as if it's trying to escape, and in this close proximity to it, the happiness you feel at having successfully, each of you, kind of the corner of your eye, just keep looking at it. Your eye is drawn to it as if you're checking to make sure that it's still where it's supposed to be and not encroaching out to come and get you.
Shall we?
But Majin looks at you all and gives a very gallant bow towards you. Nyxia says, well done indeed. Indeed, I think we should
Let's
head back, shall we?
I'll grab Dawn's hand and I'm power walking.
And now that we're out of that really awful kind of place, I'm going to touch the stone on the that I was given, the blue stone that we all got, to cast greater restoration on myself to alleviate the wisdom deficit.
Indeed, you feel
And me
your
too.
wisdom being returned to you. The bizarre feeling of not being whole, as far as that is concerned, seems to have ended. However, you are still within the storm of broken worlds, which is not a pleasant place to be. Once again, as you make your way through it, the entire area here, as every movement that you make here is considered difficult terrain, and you are the grit of the storm as it just continually blows against you is very difficult to see through. So it's difficult for perception checks as well, but you continue. So,
When you opened your mouth, Ryan, after Niall gave that beautiful speech, I was like, don't you dare say something. We're talking to death.
Yeah, we're not pulling any tricks on that. Sorry to stop on your kind gesture as a player.
No, like, because I was like, this is going to be a roll, friends. And so Bard's going to bard hard. And so...
Yeah. So as you begin to make your way away from this area, Majin lingers but a moment, sort of looking down contemplatively at this area and nods his head and begins to walk away with you. Oh, look at the doggy.
The ghost of baloney.
Oh, hello. Alas, poor
Wynn,
baloney.
are
I knew
you
well.
okay?
It was
Me?
bizarre, right? I thought I'd go back to that terrible undead.
Yeah, I thought we had lost you again.
You do look a bit different, Wayne.
No, she looks fine.
Thank you. But I think they're right. I feel like something's changed, but I can't quite tell what it is.
Majin, do
can
you,
we see-
do
can I,
you
like,
know what
check?
unraveling is?
You asked that of Majin?
Yeah.
He turns slowly and looks at you and says, yes, as entities of pure memory here in the Sunless Crossing, unraveling is what happens to a soul when it begins to forget. Some of the more horrible things that you will encounter in the Sunless Crossing and beyond are a result of souls that forgot what it meant to be themselves and sought to become something else. It is a fate that awaits all of the souls in the Sunless Crossing if the Scarlet Malice cannot be undone. But thanks to you all, I think we're well on our way.
Is there anything that can be done if somebody begins? Because my understanding is if you die in the Sunless Crossing and you come back, that you slowly start to unravel. But is there anything you can do to counteract that? Like, to
bind you
bring
up
back the memories?
That is an interesting question. Are you asking if there's something I can do?
I'm asking if there's something anyone can do.
Possibly.
But if you can, it'd be great if you could.
Again, possibly.
Okay.
I think that what you are all doing at the moment, unraveling or no, is the best thing anyone could be doing to help. Let us revisit this question at a later time, perhaps.
You see when she doesn't say anything, but she it seems like she's scanning herself to see what she might have forgotten, but kind of shakes it off as she doesn't know what it is, and it doesn't seem to bother her.
I'm just kind of curious, like, I don't know, he's being very cagey. Can I get a read on them?
Sure, make an insight check. Do you remember what happened last time?
I'm not magically reading them. I'm just doing regular vibe checks. 29.
29.
That's with my plus 13
really
insight.
high.
That's with my plus 13 insight.
So they are standing looking towards the horizon as different chunks and phases of reality seem to just constantly be moving and this sort of thing. And he slowly turns and looks at you deeply, as if he knows what it is that you're looking for. And his somewhat nonchalant demeanor begins to darken. And he says, I told you that this was a difficult task. You have succeeded. Well done. But there are prices to be paid. And there will be more in the future. Do not dream of trying to get yourself out of pain. Shadow.
Fair enough. That's all we wanted to know.
I'm going to lean closer to Dawn. Later, we're going to start a journal. We're going to write down all of our most important things that we need to make sure that we can't forget.
Okay. Do you have a journal with you? Is it one of the things you brought?
Well, I'm sure that we can get one somewhere.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
So, go ahead.
Speaking of dreams, you were referred to by a different name in there, weren't you?
I have many names. Joke.
Well played. Dream.
Oh, now you're just being flirty.
He's always just being flirty.
Shut up. He's red.
So is Win.
Today,
Oh,
I
yeah.
prefer. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
excuse me. Today, I prefer Major. As you make your way, you cannot help but feel that there's no frame of reference in terms of seeing what way you've come. See if you're going back a similar way. You see more bizarre elements of thoughts and structures, or I should say structures that seem to represent in some ways abstract thought, but also have like classic architecture behind them. Most of them completely destroyed and broken and tumbling one over another, sometimes blocking your path that you have to go around, sometimes just floating above you. You get the impression that while the storm is definitely happening above you, kind of sometimes look down through open chasms and can see that it's happening below you as well. So it's less that you're walking across a field of a plane of existence and more moving between bits and pieces of substance that is simply floating around chaotically in here. And it is not so much as following a path as it is finding a place to actually stand and hope that it eventually leads you to where you want to be. It does seem to be taking a bit longer this time as you are making your way, and eventually Majin stops and says, "This is becoming cumbersome. I assume you all need to rest."
That would be
Yes.
wise.
Wouldn't say no, but
What this place should do? Gestures, and you see at a small rise that is pockmarked with enormous craters, as if some cloud of stones or perhaps magic fireballs or something have impacted here multiple times. There is what appears to be the facade of a entrance to a temple. It is right on the edge of this particular chunk of land that you are currently on. As you stand there, Major
oh, good.
withdraws a bit, puts his indeed,
That's always
puts
a good
his
sign.
hands behind him, behind them, I should say. And
No need for alarm.
just is quietly gazing out into the craziness. As he says quietly, "Take your rest."
Do we?
Niall is. Go ahead. Niall is going to go to a remote. Not a remote. I'm not straying too far from the group. But is there just a quiet place that he can kind of sit and be contemplative?
Oh, indeed. There are crags, and some of these craters are deep enough that you could actually sit down in one of them and be somewhat sheltered, assuming the crater sticks around for a while.
Don't like some of that.
Looking around, do I think that we are our little group is reasonably alone here?
I'll make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
At disadvantage, of course.
Oh, disadvantage. Dirty 26.
All right. As you gaze around you, the wind continuing to whip at you and throw bits and pieces of grit into your eyes, you don't think that there's anything around.
You looking for that teeth guy? 'Cause I'm looking for that teeth guy. I don't want him to show back up again.
I mean, does
Okay.
anybody actually play the teeth game?
Look, Hugo has extra teeth.
I don't.
Don't.
Yeah.
What? No.
What kind of
You know
rest
what?
are we
You would
taking
play the
here?
teeth
Like
game.
are we having like a lunch, or are we taking a nap? Are we going to sleep? Like, what are we doing here?
We should rest. We should take this opportunity to
Yes,
rest.
but what kind of a rest?
I could use
Majin,
a
how
long
much time do we have?
Take as much time as you need. This is not a
Shall I?
safe place, but I think. Oh,
I don't
I
want to
don't
put
like
us in
that.
any extra danger, but
Oh,
it
what?
will come as no surprise that I am hurting
Yeah.
for some rest.
Sorry, Majin said, "Oh,
Yeah, oh, what?
oh, no."
Oh, no.
What happened? What? Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, no, I hate it.
no,
Oh,
Just
no.
for the listeners, we're
Did
all
we
freaking
all-
out about
did
a
we-
shadow of what looks like to be a dragon in the sky.
What?
Why,
As-
Sean?
Maybe it's a dragonfly.
as Majin begins to look up at the sky, he says, "Perhaps this is not a good place to rest."
Oh, yeah, you thought the place with all the frickin' craters on it wasn't a great spot to rest? Dear God.
As
Should
swooping
we hide?
down out of the sky, you see what appears to be a dragon. It is skeletal, with bits and pieces of torn, graying skin hanging off of it like linen flapping behind it as it soars down towards you. No flesh in its wings. Somehow it is still able to fly. And roiling around in its rib cage, you see what appears to be a maelstrom or a whirlwind of stolen teeth, fangs, and a vortex of these things
How many people play the
flying
tooth
around,
game?
Oh, I don't know. We have to make a frickin'
inside.
dragon?
Countless victims, perhaps, of the tooth game. You see jagged incisors, you see needle-like fangs, you see
Dear
serrated
God,
predators'
everyone
teeth.
run. It's the dragon of dentistry.
Monstrous curling tusks within it.
Molar.
It's a grinding vortex within as it lands at the entrance, or what would be the entrance of this facade. And you hear a familiar voice ring out from it, completely incongruous from the form that you now see, as it says, "You should have played with Yaspar." As the fight is about to commence.
That's okay.
So,
You wanted to-
friends,
Wait,
I'm still traumatized from death.
if we had
Oh, he's right
played
there.
the teeth game, we wouldn't be fighting a dragon.
oh, who knows? But it's Dungeons and Dragons, friends, and we've gone far too long without a dragon fight. So let's do it.
Holy
Roll initiative.
roll.
You want the
Oh,
tooth?
God, okay.
You can't handle the tooth. All right, here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, everybody,
Whoa.
hold for a second, and we are re-roll initiative. Let's try that again. Re-roll, please.
Are you sure? Because I rolled a good old 0.
That's all right. If it's random the first time, it's random the second time.
Oh my god.
I don't know why I'm not populating, but do you want me to
That's
just tell
fine.
you what
Tell
I'm rolling?
me what you rolled. Yep, indeed.
7.
All right, a 7.
Populate. She's gonna populate.
Populate. Populate. So, I see Yaspar, I see Dawn, I see Niall, I see Jack, I see Dusk, I see Win. That is everyone, as once again, Majin gracefully steps to the side and watches what is about to unfold.
They wouldn't dream of stepping in on this one. Yeah, I got it.
At the top of the order, we have Dusk with a 19. The dragon has landed, so it is on the ground for the time being.
Okay, I am going to do my Divine Wrath,
Of course.
which is currently in the form of acid.
So what does this look like? Describe it to me as you activate Divine Wrath.
So, as I attempt to hit the dragon, in my hand, a corrosive, acidic skull manifests, and I gently throw it into the air. And as soon as it leaves my hand, it now knows where it needs to go. So basically, the screaming, acidic skull is flying straight at the dragon, hopefully slapping it. Just a second. Okay. And this piece.
That's just a cool looking dragon, though.
Right, and also like the
10.
image keeps doing a little like undulation. It's crazy. It's love. I hate it, but I love it.
Cool. Go away, but you're great.
So 18
Wait, but
acid.
18 acid. Is this a saving throw that I get to make?
No, I'm sorry. I need to roll that if I even
What did
hit.
you say?
Yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting about that.
It's important.
I just do it.
But that's all right.
I just succeed.
19.
A 19 does not hit the skeletal dragon.
Not great. Not.
Is made up of much empty space as it is made up of bone, and your little skull of acid goes right through
Wonderful.
one of the empty spaces and impacts on the ruin behind it.
Cute.
Do I have any areas around here that I can see that I could potentially block line of sight
Oh yes,
between me and the dragon?
they are all over the place.
Okay.
It is a
then
very rocky and craggy terrain.
would here behind this little what looks like a wall count?
Potentially. Do keep in mind, all of you, as you move through this area, it is all difficult terrain. It is in the Storm of Broken Worlds.
Okay. Then I would like to stop there.
Very good. That would bring us to Jack. However, Jack, at the end of Dusk's turn, the dragon, Yaspar, seems to bear down slightly and puts its mouth right on the ground and takes a large inhalation. Although there is no sound of breath, you just watch the ribs expand and then contract as if it is breathing directly into the ground. And then behind you all, there is a sound of cracking earth as rising up from it are dozens and dozens of skeletons, as the skeletal dragon known as Yaspar uses a legendary action to summon a skeletal swarm.
Wonderful.
Swarms, man. Keep getting swarmed with swarms.
They're fun. The skeletal swarm is going to go on initiative 12. So after Nile, it is now Jack's turn.
Right. I am going to go ahead and. Yeah, there's nothing. So I'm going to attempt to do a polymorph spell and turn the dragon
interesting.
into a knucklehead trout.
Very good.
Oddly enough, one of Dusk's favorite foes.
Hell yeah.
She's like, sashimi this motherfucker. All right.
What am I rolling to
Ready, let's
resist
go.
this?
You are going to roll a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, eh?
A wisdom save.
Very well. Shoot.
Come on.
I have
come on.
rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, come on.
All right, that
I
certainly.
was excited about the fish.
I know, I was too. You're saying your favorite thing to fight is fish? Well, there you go.
I was like, well,
What didn't happen?
So what does this polymorph spell look like? And then obviously it didn't work, but I would like to know for future reference.
So you see Yak again begin to like form these bands of purple light as they seem to strum from his bandolier, and as this music plays out, it begins to sort of try to encapsulate the dragon, and it begins to crystallize into this globe. As it does so, this music starts to overwhelm it, and the dragon just and shatters the globe right as it tries to crystallize. He's like, well, fuck.
You hear the voice of Yaspar coming from within this creature. Again, no, don't want to be a fish. They don't have enough teeth.
All right. Swinging a fish. Anyone got anything else? Let's see here. And then,
Trout, you can do better.
It's
Let's not
Finn.
start.
No, it's good.
Let's not start. Let's not start. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize on behalf of Ryan and myself. Please disregard. Moving on.
All right.
Is there anything else,
I'm
Jack?
going to go ahead and throw a bardic inspiration to Niall, and as I do so, I say, oh God,
This is
salvation.
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so salvation was a moment too late, but give me a new ending. And so I throw it to Niall, and as I throw that to Niall, I am going to move myself. Oh, I'm moved. And then
Remember
myself,
difficult terrain.
Yeah. Well, even though I'm flying.
It is the actual. Actually, it's even worse if you were flying. Actually,
and by that I mean I'm not flying.
The condition of being in the Storm of Broken Worlds, all movement is difficult terrain because of the storm, not just because of the terrain.
So then, and these squares are 5 feet, Sean?
They are 5 feet. Yes.
Love it. So then I will just kind of try to hunker myself over behind this wall. Then. Me?
You got it. That's going to bring us to Niall.
Oh, that's
the
me.
sad thing is that I can't do anything sneak attack wise because I am fully exposed and can't hide, and there's nobody engaged with either of our enemies. So I am going to touch the tattoo. I'm going to touch my tattoo, and I'm going to activate it so that I can attack at range with my whip, giving me an additional 15 feet of attack capability. But I don't know if I want to run up to that dragon because I am almost out of spell slots and I am rather squishy. So I am going to run away from the dragon and move toward the skeletal swarm.
Okay.
I will go 15 feet in that direction, and I will actually, since I'm in range with my blade, I'm going to use my Nyxian blade short sword against this.
Very good. These do appear to be undead. As you come toward the nature of D&D being such that it hasn't had their turn yet, so I'm going to say they're actually still coming up out of the ground and forming this swarm. Skeletons lying covered with who knows how many aeons of dust and grit just rising up, some breaking through the surface of this place, some with missing arms, some with missing legs, some with missing heads, some just holding heads, skulls looking out there. As they form into this mass, you cannot count them. They are beyond number. What did you roll?
I rolled a 15.
Fantastic. A 15 will hit.
Oh, I love that for me. It is only 12 points, and it is piercing damage, but because they're undead, do I get some bonus?
Indeed, you get the bonus of your Nyxian blade, an extra D8.
Okay, please add to that 6, so a total of 18 damage to the skeletal swarm.
Indeed, and usually in my games, skeletons do have resistance to piercing damage, but this swarm is so tightly packed, it does not.
Oh.
So, a total of 18, you said?
18 damage.
Very
yes.
good. That is your action, bonus action, and move. I believe you are done.
Yeah, you are correct. I am completely
All right.
done.
As you attack the skeletal swarm, Niall, it lunges forward and encompasses your entire self, just swirling around you, and you instantly realize that if it was not already loud because of the howling wind of the Storm of Broken Worlds, the number of bones and crackling against each other and breaking and rubbing up against each other create an absolute deafening clatter, and you cannot hear a thing. As it moves into your space, you are slashed by dozens and dozens of fleshless hands. I have rolled a 19 to hit you.
Yep, that hits.
It hits. Very good. The damage is 7 points of slashing. That is its turn. That's going to bring us to the dragon. The dragon looks at you all and says, "Ah! Turn me away, will you? Now you'll learn." As the skeletal dragon rises up into the air and does a it doesn't even seem to be flying. It just wills itself, almost levitating up into the air as it rises to a level of 40 feet, coming around this way as it is going to look towards you all. Once again, you see the ribcage expand with no inhalation of air, just a physical sign that it is breathing in, as a stream of teeth comes shooting out at you.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Thousands and thousands of teeth just come shooting down at you. I need a dexterity save from everyone except for Dusk.
Those of us who went behind walls or anything, like any sort of cover from that, DM?
Oh, what an interesting question.
Just because it wasn't
seem to
bonus.
you do seem to be behind a wall there, don't you? I would say Wynn is not, and I would say Dawn is not, and I would say Niall is not, but yeah, you do have a little bit of cover right there. I will give you, I will decrease the DC of the dexterity save for you.
Hooray! and those close to win how much bonus?
4.
4 plus 4
No.
to within 15 feet? 10 feet.
10. So Jack and Niall are both. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
So
Right,
Jack
that is-
has succeeded. Niall has succeeded. Wynn, what did you roll?
22.
Come on, Wayne.
22.
Come on,
You
Wayne.
have succeeded. Dawn, what did you roll?
12.
12.
And I got a rock. Yeah.
12 does not
Rock.
succeed.
What, against a dragon? Really?
No, it does not. Of course, Niall, your evasion will come into play. So we will say that this takes the form of the fact that you are so caught up in this swarm of skeletons that their physical mass actually prevents any of the damage coming to you. In fact, it seems the swarm took some damage from this, as it
I just
is
love that
going
for me.
to be a total of, that is not right. Just tell you what I rolled there, 209 points of damage.
Nope.
There's clearly an error in the
quit.
map
No.
here. Let's try this
Every
again.
You don't
single
have to quit,
tooth
we
is
all
1
die.
point of damage. Yeah.
Okay, I see what the problem is.
When how much health are you at?
A quick edit.
How much
And
health
we'll
am I
roll
at?
again.
I'm half.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
because
Oh.
the thing shows you at full.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be connecting to my character.
That's a shame. What exactly? How many hit points do you have?
46.
46 fixed.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long. So everybody succeeded. Now you take no.
I
sorry,
didn't
not
succeed.
everybody. Don, you did not succeed. Don, you take 40 points of piercing damage.
Holy mackerel.
Everybody
Wow.
else takes 20, except for Niall, who takes 0.
I just imagine, like, I'm matrixing my leg out of the way of all of these teeth.
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot help but notice that the swarm takes a significant portion of this damage as well, and it seems like the entire side that is facing the dragon is just somewhat pulverized by this barrage of teeth that come for it. But the rest of the swarm quickly moves to take the place. It seems to be a little bit sparser and smaller, but still a threat. And
That was
Yaspar,
20 points of damage.
20 points
Yes,
indeed.
20.
20 points.
Yaspar, the
Yeah,
skeletal dragon, is 40 feet in the air. That will bring us to Wynn.
Well, all right. I'm going to touch my, I believe it was the red gem that was a
Mhm.
superior healing spell. Yes?
Indeed. It is.
Did I read
You have to crush it, actually.
Oh, crush
So
it.
as a dexterity save, a bonus action to simply break it on your chest.
All right. And so that's 8d4 plus 8. Yes?
That is correct. The superior health potion, 84 plus 8.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. All right. Well, I basically get those points back.
Nice!
Take it away.
You rolled 48.
Yeah, I was going to say, you
Not
get to roll
80.
another
Yeah.
48.
Isn't it
What?
8d4, not 4d8?
No, it's
Yeah, right.
8d4.
Oh,
Yeah,
4d8 instead of
8d4.
8d4.
Just kidding. 1 second.
I hope it's better. It is better.
Wait,
By
no, that was
one.
just 6. That's 2. And then plus 8.
All right.
So 27.
Thank you. Thank you for catching that. That man. All right, I think the best thing I can do is go after this swarm here. I wanted to take out the dragon, but he flew away. So I'm going to move a little bit to the west and get closer to the swarm and take a swing with my Nyxian greatsword.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Don't hit me, please.
I'm gonna hit you. And I rolled a 1.
Nice.
No.
Fucking 1.
So you bring your sword down, and just at that moment, a couple of the skeletons that are forming this swarm just randomly move to the side, and your blade just goes right through.
All right, then I'm just gonna do it again. And I'm going to say, shake it, like, unplug it and replug it back in. And then,
Why aren't you working?
what's wrong with this thing? And this time I hit 20 to hit.
Well, that will hit.
Just
And
blow on the cartridge.
they go ahead and take 10 damage. A whopping 10
10 damage, but it is undead, so a d8 on top of that, please.
Excellent. I'll take it. And add 7, so 17.
So 17. Any smites for sale?
I am saving that for the dragon. I have 1 left. 2 left.
Very good.
2 left.
At the end of your turn, Win, Yaspar is going to use a legendary action. Let's see, which one will he do? He'll do a wing buffet as he uses his action to fly
Bless you.
40 feet, coming down right next to Jack. Grips the side, is now on the ground, grips the side of this wall that you're standing behind, Jack, and looks down, upside down, looking at you. You could still see in the eyes of the sockets a little brightness, the same sort of Jawa-like brightness, and the teeth and the mouth of this dragon does bear a striking resemblance to the grin that was on Yaspar. It says, "Such a shame, doesn't like games." That's gonna bring us to Dawn.
Okay. I'm just going to look around, see all my friends with teeth like embedded in their armor and stuff, and just go, oh. And I'm just going to about 5 feet next to me, just a pulse of pink light is just going to start and then kind of explode out, and everybody's just going to feel a warmth in their chest as I cast Mass Cure Wounds at 6th level.
Very good.
Whoa, nice.
So everybody takes 22 points of healing.
Hooray!
Love that.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to crush the yellow gem and imbibe the potion of, or the gem of heroism.
Aha! So you are currently blessed. To give you the little blessing icon, which I think looks kind of like a pair of underwear. See if you agree.
You have blessed underpants.
It is actually
Blessings
supposed to be wings
come
with
in
a little
every
halo,
shape and
but
size.
I think it looks like a pair of tiny
It
whities.
does
I
kind
really
of look
do.
like a pair of underwear.
So, but it
Oh
is
my gosh,
wings
it
with a halo.
really does.
For
Oh,
you
wow,
viewers,
yeah,
take a look
yeah.
at
Underwear
Take a look at the
on
symbol.
you,
It looks like
underwear
underwear.
on you, underwear on you. And you don't have to worry about concentrating on this. This is the best thing about the potion. All right. Dawn, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
At the end of your turn, Yaspar is going to use another legendary action.
Oh my
as he
God, get
raises
out
up
of here.
A huge skeletal claw above you, Jack, and brings it down and attempts to squish you.
Doing the
As-
smooshing.
And a leaf on the breeze.
No
It
squishing.
does.
See how I
See,
feel.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Jacques is very,
Alrighty.
very
Alright.
susceptible to being smooshed.
No
I
smooshing,
am
Jacques.
so smooshy. Yeah. All right.
He's very smooshy.
I can do this. I can do this. All right. Oh, that was 19. I really, really appreciate that. So let's see here. 1 second. I don't want to die. All right. Let's see here.
Try to speak into the mic, Ryan. You're giving us gold.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just. Yak is currently muttering to himself. So, Sean, I can't bardically inspire myself, right?
You cannot. You're just not that good.
I just. Oh, man.
You are to me, bud.
You don't believe yourself.
That was some
Yeah.
emotional smooshing.
Emotional smooshing. Is it? Am I too old with that meme?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't think so. All right, so
100% not.
that was a. Oh yeah, no, that was so. Okay, that was a 16.
A 16 succeeds as the claws of the dragon come down on either side of you, Buster Keaton like just missing you completely. The head looks at you.
Toes.
Yo, that's just.
Yeah.
Do that again. Such lovely incisors you have. That is gonna bring us to Dusk, back at the top of the order.
I'm so uncomfortable.
So, I'm going to grab Hugo's mouth and open it. How many teeth does he have?
I'm gonna say enough so that he can say, "Behold, you
Oh my God.
sniveling snot, you strange, skinless manifestation of draconic." What?
You're. Tell him that you want to play the game.
Huh? That's really not the sort of thing I say.
It'll be now.
Make a persuasion check, please, Don.
Persuading your undead stick.
Oh my god. If I'm able to hear this conversation, I'm immediately shouting from in between his claws, going, "Hugo, fucking say it!"
I am going to. Can I use my aspect of knowledge to use my wisdom instead of charisma for this ability check?
Interesting.
Because that's what it says that I can do.
Well, if that's what it says, where does it
When-
say that you can do this?
As the
For
third
our
aspect
viewers
of
at home.
knowledge tier, it says when you would attempt an ability check using intelligence or charisma, you may instead use wisdom. The DC remains the same.
All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. This is going to act as both a persuasion check on Hugo, but also Hugo's persuasion check on Yaspar.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no. Okay.
So hold on. So it's just gonna be an additional +1 to whatever I roll.
Okay.
Oh,
So
damn it.
11.
That could have been beautiful. That
All
could have
right,
been
so
beautiful.
Hugo looks at you and one of his eyes begins to twitch. He says, "So, I see. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's play the game!"
I hate him.
Do I feel like Yaspar should have been able to hear this?
Oh, absolutely. And
Okay.
Yaspar looks up a bit and looks towards Hugo and goes, "Meh, kind of rotten." And
He just offended your teeth, Hugo.
I don't know if I can live with myself. And he takes his head and just impales himself back on the stick.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What was that?
Was this persuasion my action or bonus action?
That would have been your action.
Okay. I unfortunately don't
I think
recall.
you're your what you tried to do, the other thing might have been a bonus action. The knowledge of the 8. What was it? What was it called again?
Knowledge. It says, I don't know. It just says when you would attempt an ability check using intelligence or charisma, you instead use wisdom. It doesn't say anything.
It's just a thing that happens. Awesome.
Does the I don't have it written down. I'm sorry. The wings of the suborned fiend. Is that an action or a bonus action too?
Does take an action to activate them. Yes.
Action. Okay. Then that is all. I am disappointed.
That is your bonus action.
All right.
My bonus action is disappointment.
That would bring us to Jack. It appears that Yaspar is out of legendary actions, at least for now, as he looms over you.
Show them again. Show me those pearly whites.
Show him! Jack, do something. Do something, Jack.
He pulls up his bandolier and says, "Just stop right there!" And then from there, he casts Entangle. So I need a strike save.
A strength save.
I'm good at these.
I have rolled an 18.
God, was a miracle.
All right, fine.
As I can't help but notice that you didn't describe it this time. Is that because of what happened last time?
And so, because I wait for the fails. So, as I strum this thing, you see these like almost silken purple ribbons explode up and out, and as there's sort of like there's these like fey owls that are just wrapping the bones, and they like shoot up through the ribbons out, like and try to entangle the bones as they like sort of wrap through the femurs and the ribs, and as they entangle, and he just kind of looks like a streamer parade for a hot second, and then it just goes it's like, oh man, I am just off today. Like, I just need a cup of coffee or something, or I just don't know what.
No coffee! Coffee will stain your teeth!
And so then Yak is going to God. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my cue off of Dusk and grab the yellow gem. And it's like, I need a hero. Smash that. And he's going to go ahead and cast heroism on himself. So.
And you get underwear.
Dawn.
And you get underwear.
No, listen, not Dusk. Dawn. Why do you always get us mixed up?
Why do I always get you mixed?
We look completely different.
Look. I am right here in between a bone dragon. So you know what? I need everyone to just calm down and give me a little space.
Our feelings are valid.
Niall, it's your turn.
I think I'm going to just call to the dragon and say, if one of us agrees to play the game, will you stop destroying us?
Unfortunately, Niall, you heard none of any of this conversation.
That's right.
You were deafened.
I'm deafened because I'm right in there. All right, well, then never mind. I won't have known any of that, and I will just swing. I can swing with my Nyxian blade short sword from within the swarm.
From within
correct?
the swarm, you strike. Yes, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to cast Booming Blade to add to my strike. And,
so many noises.
All the noises. Will it work? Because it's...
Oh, no, it does thunder damage. It is actually physical damage. It does not...
Okay. All right, well, that is a 21.
That will hit.
And because it is engaged with wind, that is going to be a total of 40 damage.
Oh,
goodness.
Good for us.
Plus another d8, so 45. And Booming Blade also adds another 2d8, doesn't it?
Booming Blade.
Booming Blade add.
At what level you are? Are you at? You're at
I am
level 11.
That would be 3.
It'd be 3d8.
3d8.
You also, if you haven't used that
Oh.
inspiration, you could add a D10.
I'm going to save the inspiration for what I think might happen after this.
Heard?
You already used the inspiration.
So
Didn't you? Oh, no.
you are
Okay.
within
No.
this. You are within this swarm. You have easily done enough damage to destroy it. I would like you to describe to me what it looks like as Niall emerges from this, having wiped out all of the rest of these skeletons.
I am completely covered and enveloped by them, but you see the swarm pulsing around, and without warning, it explodes in all directions, and my Nyxian short sword is radiating with electricity. I have blasted it apart with the thunder that I've channeled through the blade.
So, as these bones do indeed blast apart, you expect them to turn into shards and bits and pieces of bones, but they blast apart even more than that and fall apart in a cascade of teeth bouncing on the ground like chiclets.
Of course.
And you watch as this swarm of teeth that have fallen around you suddenly rise into the air, swirl around you, and go right back towards Yaspar. Yaspar opens its mouth, and the teeth go back within it and begin to roil around in its rib cage once again.
Hey, does anybody else want to go back to fighting goo?
Yeah, I prefer goo.
Goo versus teeth.
That
It would
is
be nice.
Niall's turn. Could be nice. Could be fun. As the skeletal swarm, of course, is no more, but that will bring us back to Yaspar. And as we must always do, we must roll to see whether or not Yaspar regains their breath weapon. I have rolled a 6. They do. As it turns towards the entire group and says, "Very nice, very evil," and attacks. It is going to reposition itself slightly to the side, of course, as by doing so, it can hit everybody with its breath weapon. And once again, a blast of teeth come shooting out of its mouth after it moves its ribcage in an expanding motion. The teeth themselves clatter against the fangs of the dragon and then clatter against your armor. You shield your eyes, you shield your ears, shield your mouths, hide your wives. I'm sorry, the cadence there reminded me of something.
No, it's good.
Exactly.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Right. As dexterity saves, everyone.
Can I get a little bonus to myself since I'm kind of hiding behind a wall?
Are you hiding behind a wall?
Yeah, there's a little wall right where I am.
All
That's why I
right,
moved
there is a
there.
little wall there. I will decrease the DC for you.
Thank you.
Dusk. Jack, you are at point blank range. There is no avoiding it this time.
Don't forget your bless, though.
Niall, you
So
are
hear me
within
out.
wind's orbit. You succeed.
Don't forget your
Got a
bless,
30.
Jack. You get to add a D4.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And then what's the range on Win for her?
Oh, you're too far.
10 feet, you're out. Yeah.
10 feet balls. All right. Well,
All right, so we'll start with
The
Jack. What
winner.
did
10 feet balls.
I rolled a
you
10 rolled a 17. 10 feet balls, which is also one of my names. No, all right. So,
We've got the biggest balls of them all.
balls of them all. All right. So that is a 17 with my bless, which is a 21.
Well, that is a success, Jack.
Oh my god.
Dirty 20.
Success. Niall, you've succeeded, I think.
30.
30. You
Yep.
dive behind Win, and you take Win's flying shield and just leap into the air and grab it. Or actually, you leap into the air and you pull yourself into a little ball. And just in the instant
it.
that the breath weapon is coming in towards you all, you happen to be behind the shield 100%. As your evasion kicks in, you take no damage. Dawn.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, Dawn! No! Dusk,
That's with my
so
bless.
distracted by the coolness of what Niall
7?
just did.
you rolled a 7. That's not enough. Both of you take 48 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Those
No,
who
wait,
succeed and
no.
take 24.
Did you add your bless?
I did add my bless.
What
I
was
rolled a 3 on the dice.
I'm sorry, what was the damage?
48.
48. If you succeeded, it was 24.
You took 48, Dusk.
However, Yaspar is once again still on the ground, seems intent on pinning Jack here if he can. When it is your turn.
I'd like to use my action to make an intimidation check.
Very well.
And I'd like to.
I'm very intimidated, if you wanted to ask.
Auto success.
And I'd like
Auto
to
success.
stay at the top of my lungs. We'll play your damned game if you stop. But if you continue, woe to you. And I rolled a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 on your intimidation check. The skeleton of this dragon stops. The teeth continue to roil within its belly, and it slowly turns towards you.
That's all I wanted.
It swirls down, and once again, you find yourself facing this hooded creature with absolutely black features, a single line of, or double line of white teeth, an enormous Cheshire cat grin. Looking at you, Artis cocks its head inside.
So, who will play?
Holds out the bowl and shakes it, teeth clattering within. And we're going to take a short break.
Who has
Oh, God.
teeth they don't need?
I mean, he did compliment Jax. the
100%.
most.
100%. He really likes your
I'm pretty
incisors.
sure he said you had
Can
really
we
likes
ask-
your
beautiful
incisors.
incisors.
How
We will be
fucking
back in
dare
a-
all traitors. Traitors abound. All right then. So that way goes the game, eh?
Betrayal!
I'm sorry.
we will.
I'm a charisma
See-
class, so
Shut up. We will be back in a few minutes, everyone. See you then.
for the tooth and nothing but the tooth.
Oh my god.
And welcome back to Severed Threads, Notes from the Black Ballad. If you are just now joining us, welcome. If you have been here for the first half, then welcome back. We are going to continue our playthrough of the Black Ballad, brought to you by Storytellers Forge, fantastic folk that they are. If you like what we're doing and want to know more or just want to chat or hang out, check out the Discord link that is right now in chat. Those of you who are here for the second half get to learn a little fact. For the final session of this season, we will be doing a dice giveaway, so be sure to be here for that, because who doesn't like winning dice? Nobody. That is the correct answer.
It must be dice.
Are you done? I know the answer to that question.
Never.
Never mind.
Why would you
Yeah.
ask?
So, the adventurers have just ended a confrontation with a horrible, hideous, skeletal dragon. The manifestation of Yaspar, the strange creature that they spoke to before, who wanted to play a game of teeth with them. They refused. The fight with the dragon would apparently be the penalty for refusal. However, they have now declared that they want to. I should say, Wynn has declared that they want to. And so Yaspar has reverted back to his previous form and is holding out his bowl, shaking teeth.
For the record, want is a very strong word.
Yeah, that's bold. That's
We will.
bold.
We will play a game
Yaspar
of
is
teeth.
manifesting the reality he wishes to live in as he shakes the bowl in front of him.
So, who's going to play?
I'll play.
No, hold on.
Excellent.
Look,
Shush. And she just.
no, you're unraveling.
She's just
You,
What kind of game is it?
It's simple. We both roll, and whoever rolls higher loses teeth. No, whoever rolls lower loses teeth.
lower loses teeth.
Please define
We-
this. So
We both take a tooth, and we throw it into the air, and whoever lands first, we point to our teeth, and whichever one of us is able to point to the
Has anybody ever played
Do
teeth?
you know how to play the game?
Yes, I do. Do you want to hear
How?
the rule?
Yes, please.
All right.
I've
First,
so long to play, and nobody ever wants to play. I end up having to take their teeth, but it's so much more fun when you play the game. How do we play the game?
first, take the tip of your tongue and you count every single one of your teeth.
Okay.
Tell me when you've done that.
it's probably gonna take a while.
can he actually count?
He's doing it.
Continues to sort of gyrate as he apparently is doing what you ask. A good minute goes by. And then another minute. And then he stops.
Finished.
And then you tell me how many teeth you have.
Oh. I forgot.
Oh God.
And he begins to count again. Another minute goes by, and then he finishes, goes,
107.
And then I tell you if that was the correct answer.
Oh.
So Wynn goes, just like he was doing. And then she says, that was incorrect.
Oh.
And now you
I
owe me a
lost?
tooth.
Mm. Would you accept something else?
I would. we would like to leave this place in peace.
Oh, well, that's easy. Yaspar will show you. Come.
And Yaspar turns and walks through the door of this facade that you're in and disappears.
I think that worked.
The fuck?
No. Chalk it up as a win. Chalk it up as a win. And we're walking.
A win
and
for
we're
win.
walking, and we're walking.
But we're not following Yaspar, right? Major,
We are
that's not the
absolutely
way
following Yaspar.
back. Is it?
I think
I think
We
we should.
have so many important things to do, but I'm dying to see where this goes.
I have to admit that I do too.
It is
And
up
we
to
all
you.
know.
I
all know
will
Dawn's in,
follow
so
you
come on, let's go.
on this.
Okay. He said he was gonna. He lost the game. If you guys think, then yeah.
Yak is
Let's go.
already walking towards the door. Yes.
Okay. And I guess we'll follow
I'm with
Yaspar.
Yak.
On the way, I'm gonna just crush my red gem and take my superior healing potion.
All right. As you step through this door, you look as if you are about to walk through just an arch. This door would have led to something, some point, perhaps, but at the moment it is just the facade. It's just the door frame. As you step through it, you, despite yourself, Jack, it looks to you like you're about to step off the edge and just float out into the storm of broken worlds. But as you step through it, you find yourself back in the Ashlynn fields. The storm safely 10 to 20 feet away, once again silent, roiling,
What do you know?
and as chaotic and tempestuous as ever, but not a threat, at least as far as you could tell. One by one, your companions join you here as Yaspar looks up at you all, somewhat childlike, if a mostly featureless entity can be described as such, looks at you, Win.
Will that suffice?
You're a gracious player.
Ah, that's good to know. I will tell that to the next people that I try to get to play. No one ever does. But maybe if they know I'm gracious, they will.
Maybe.
Good luck.
It just pops out. It's on the, hey, I'm gracious, let's play.
Goodbye.
And Yaspar begins to walk away, heading back towards the storm of broken worlds.
You know, he made me uneasy
What do you
at
know?
first, but he's actually really sweet.
No.
Stupid. Yes.
Oh, my sweet Dawn, we have got to talk about your taste.
As Major shrugs
It's
their shoulders and looks to you, Win. Clever. Shall we?
Yes.
And looks towards you expectantly, Jack.
Wouldn't dream of denying you. Let's.
He wants the horse raptors. The raptors.
Oh,
Do you have any spells?
The Horaptors. Of course.
I
Now,
believe
you're
we
gonna, like,
decided
gas
on
them up, right?
Valorses.
Valorses. Yeah.
That's right,
Valors.
Valorses. Which sounds
Valorses.
like a canceled Golden Girl, but I like it.
What?
You know, Valorses.
Sometimes you
It's
say
horrible to
things.
think that we could live in a world in which the Golden Girls would be canceled, but
I mean, like, there's a fifth one, and they don't talk about it. It's just
Out
Valorses.
there.
All right. So Yak goes ahead, takes his hand and shifts it one way, then the other way, and as he shifts it, this crystal ball emerges, and as he does so, he's then able to sort of shift them into smaller crystal balls, and he soon has like 4 or 5 of them, like just sort of twining through his fingers. As he then hurls them off into the distance, you see them pitch into the sky and then fall like little meteorites, just. And then where each one of them hits, beautiful horse emerges from within as he conjures up a pack of riding horses.
Indeed, and
then
they do appear to be riding horses.
And he gestures to Majin.
Majin looks at the horses and says, I think in the spirit of recent events, and he makes a sort of a languid, nonchalant gesture, and the horses look all towards you, and you see them all have these Cheshire cat grins that go all the way up their faces, all the way to their ears.
No. Oh, I hate it.
You know what?
First, remember Yaspar by.
I think I'll skip this, and I will mutter under my breath, though my soul is heavy, I soar, and then I open up the wings.
Fantastic. You are able to take flight with your beautiful, demonic-looking wings.
Dusk, you're beautiful.
Move.
She was always beautiful.
Move as if they are a physical party rider. Unfortunately, you are 3 days away from Nox Valar. As such, there will need to be multiple castings of the...
I have to bring them in at some point, so might as well.
Multiple castings of summon animals, multiple uses of, over the course of 3 days, of your wings of flying. However...
Brave, Jack Robin.
As you make your way across the ashen fields, you move away from the storm of broken worlds, and it becomes time, obviously, for all of you to have a long rest. Majin seems confident now that you are going to be safe, although you do continue to see evidence of the Scarlet Malice and evidence of the accursed guard and legionnaires fighting one another. Majin looks up at the sky, seeing the stars still falling, and says, well, it would seem that your counterparts are having a little problem fulfilling their end, but I can feel it. It has worked. No more animate dead. No more creation of undead from anyone or anything that can. Throughout the multiverse, all resurrection governed by the domain of death has ended. How stupendous. Quite a feat.
I would imagine that talking to the concept of life would have been hopefully less intense than talking to the concept of death.
A little more lively.
I don't know.
Yes.
Living is quite difficult.
It's the hardest thing any of us do.
Does anybody have anything they wish to do or say? Majin, it seems by his very presence to be protecting you all, at least that's the only explanation for why you are essentially unmolested while you take your long rest here in a very dangerous place. But although this journey will take 3 days, we have this moment for any interactions that you wish to have, either amongst yourselves or with Majin.
Wynn would find a moment to pull Jack aside.
Okay.
Jack, I'm
1 second, I'm trying to figure out lyrics. Sunless. Yes, you were saying.
Apparently I've forgotten something, and it is not how irritating I find you, but it's also clearly not some of the things that are most important to me. I've checked.
Well, let's...
But how could I possibly figure it out? You're the only one that knows me beyond this group.
Well, fair. Let's run down the list. Do you remember your daughter?
Yes. That's the first thing I checked.
Well, hey, let's say, just go, but how would you know if you forgot, right?
Exactly.
So, and then you remember, of course, our fine adventuring party here.
Yes.
What about Do you remember that we are here? Yeah, in the
Sunless crossing.
in between place. The Sunless crossing, and then the
Yes,
fact
I
that we
understand the quest still, so I must not have forgotten anything pertinent to what we're doing.
There's Ashlynn, and then there's
Yes.
all of our other. Thankfully, been taking copious notes throughout this one. Do you remember the gargoyles in the Onyx Requiem?
I do.
Phew, that almost came out weird. All right. Requiem. Hardly know. All right.
You brought him. You Requiem.
It's like, eesh. Like, how does that twice now, Travis?
The DM creates, the players destroy. That's the way it goes.
And you know, what's fun for everybody at home is that Sean asked me to do this. Let's see. I mean, there's... what about friends, compatriots? You don't have a lot of those. They're all here in the room. Oh, sure. I mean,
It could easily have been something insignificant. I'm sure it's random.
I mean, so there was so we've there's Benny Whistledown, the one at the Tenants. There's the House of the Dawn, which is the Temple of the Gambling Den. We talked about that. There's the Low. Pork and Pepper Moss at the Temple of the Tongues. Let's see here. Who else?
What?
Tumblewick.
Go back. Who?
Tumblewick.
No.
Benny Whistledown. You
No.
remember Benny? Oh, she was cute. She was the cook. She was.
I
okay.
remember
Okay.
Benny.
Okay, just saying. The Temple of the Tongues with Pork and Pepper Moss.
Who is that?
Cork and Pebble Moss? When? From
Am I supposed to know?
Baldur's Gate.
If you're fucking with me, it's not funny.
First off, you would know if I was fucking with you, because I'm always doing that. But no. Look into my eyes, my sweet, beautiful eyes. Corcoran Pebble Moss from the Temple of the Tongues, crushed by a meteorite, which was actually humans, and then he came back. He was one of the first people we saw get while we were here. He gave you a coin.
None of what you're saying has any recollection, any ringing of any bells. Is this person important to me?
I mean, he is a cornerstone of kindness and a good man, which is something that you and we just haven't met a lot of those. So, Win, I'm so sorry.
Just write down everything you remember about him, then give it to me.
Of course. I'll write it down. God,
Don't tell the others.
that's impossible for me, but I'll try.
Don't.
I'll try.
Don't try. Do it.
Okay. I won't tell the others.
She walks away and sits to think.
All right. Anyone else?
I think you'll probably notice that Niall I've been very withdrawn since the encounter with death. No sarcastic comments, no flippant remarks. I've just been quiet.
Dawn would have noticed this because she pays a lot of attention to her friends' emotional states all the time. Probably more than they want her to, 100% more than they want her to.
Yeah. 100%.
So we do have
read
a
that
quiet...
as nosy, everybody.
She wouldn't call it being nosy. She would call it being caring. And so she would take...
I'm an
she would
empath.
go over... So she's going to go over... so I'm going to walk over to Niall now that we have like a quiet moment, because it's been a lot since then, and now that we actually have a quiet moment, and just check in with him. And I'll notice he's like off on his own, and I'll just sit down quietly next to him and just look out of the corner of my eye and just try. Just be like, are you okay?
No. Dawn, I've never been afraid to die. To be perfectly frank, I've never really had anything I was particularly excited about living for, aside from cooking. And so, the sweet release of death always had its own kind of appeal to me. And then we were there, in that place. And it was so oppressive, so dark, so terrifyingly alone. I don't know if I can bear experiencing that for eternity.
I think the reason it felt oppressive, the reason it felt terrifying and wrong and alone is because we weren't meant to be there. I understand that there's no way of knowing that beforehand, and that thought is terrifying. But you're not alone. We're here for you. And I'm gonna put my hand on his arm, and I will be there for you for as long as I can be, in whatever afterlives we enter, in whatever lives we're bound, regardless of how you sometimes snark at us, because I know that you care about this group, and I know that you care about us. But what you did there was amazing. There's a reason why we let you do the talking for us, since we didn't even know you could do the talking, but since the first moment we heard you say something, I knew that you were so eloquent and so capable of convincing people, regardless of what you think you're capable of doing. And I trusted you fully in that moment. And I was behind you 100%. We all were. And you did it. You succeeded. We all got there, but you're the one who convinced death of what needed to happen. And that is an amazing...
You see a tear roll down my cheek. I say, well, if we're being honest, compared to the rest of you, the bar was really, really low.
There you are. There's the now we know. And I'm gonna, because you're in a space, I'm not even gonna try to magically read your emotions right now. I'm just gonna let you have this moment. But
I reach down to my hand and I take off the ring of mind shielding.
Right, as Niall reaches down and removes this unseen ring, it comes free of his finger and appears in his hand. A little band of gold with a purplish amethyst gem on the top of it that has been scored and carved to look like a brain.
Dawn, I am not a good person. I have not lived an honest life. Why? Why would you be there for me?
the Niall I've known, the Thaddeus B. Wolf that I knew, you have been good. You've protected us. You've helped people. what you did before, what's happened before, what'll happen after, all different things, all different people. But the one I know is a good person and is my friend, is my family. And so I'll be there for you. What is that ring?
It keeps people out.
Is that why
Maybe I don't need it anymore.
Is that why I've never been able to read you?
Well, between that and your incompetence, yes, I would say that's probably.
Your love language is insults, I understand. Mine is hugs, and I'm gonna just hug him.
Oh, lovely. Anyone else? All right, then. It takes another 3 days of travel for you to make your way back to Nox Valar. You see much of what you saw on the way out. Evidence of fights, evidence of a deterioration of the norms here. You've been told that demons and other unsavory creatures sometimes plague the Ashen Fields looking for wayward souls. Usually the Nyxian Guard is able to thwart them, but they are busy trying to deal with everything else at the moment, and as such, you see more than your fair share of souls being carried away by forces that sometimes take the shape of nightmarish-like creatures. But Bajan stays focused, driving you on as quickly as possible, and quickly quickly reminds you of the speed with which you must return in order to continue to facilitate the end of the Scarlet Malice.
Can I just say one thing about our travel time?
Of course.
Dawn would probably spend as much time when she's not helping out her party, probably attempting to talk to Majan and seeing if he'll let her fall through that cacophony of emotions again. So that's, so she probably would have spent some time over the trips just talking to them and trying to get them to let her do that again. Just as like a kind of overarching on our travel thing, not something specific, but yeah.
You are not able to, they do not let you back in the way they do. Every time you try, they look at you with sort of a knowing
she
glint in
fully
their eye and a
outright
smirk.
asked them before she was going to do it next time. She'd be like, can I? That was just...
Ask me again later.
Okay.
Is what he says every time.
Okay.
That said, each time you awaken from any time you sleep, there is a sensation of deep satisfaction that accompanies your waking moments. You're not able to recall your dreams, but whatever happened in them must have been something that you liked.
Okay, then. That's good enough for Dawn.
Ooh.
Very well. So, by the time you return to Nox Valar, you have been gone approximately a week. And even though it's been a very short time, things have definitely devolved. You see no sign of the Nyxian Guard that is usually stationed at the Enduring Threshold, the entrance up into Nox Valar. They seem to have been pulled back to the more defensible Grey Vista. The streets and avenues that are run throughout the city now seem almost barren. They were less traveled as you were leaving. Now they look almost deserted as residents huddle inside their homes, avoiding the open air as you see souls raining down almost faster than you can count in all directions. All of them coated in this red glow of the Scarlet Malice. Majan looks up at all this, and his eyes narrow. Above the Onyx Requiem itself, the sky is absolutely teeming with armored gargoyles circling, watching closely for any sort of disturbance that might require their intervention. As soon as you are spotted, you are quickly given an honor guard and then escorted into the Onyx Requiem. And you are sent straight to the throne room once again, where you see Ashlynn in a small, having a heated conversation with a small group of other members of the Godless Monarch. From atop the grand throne, which is where she is sitting, at the end of this hall, Ashlynn sharply gestures as she sees you. She quiets the voices of all those assembled before her like a knife, cutting them all off as all eyes turn expectantly towards you. The Sovereign's voice echoes through the throne room. Please tell me you have returned bearing some form of good news.
We have succeeded. Unfortunately, it will come with consequences. But for the time being, resurrection magic has been paused.
Ashlynn and of several of the other members of the Godless Monarchy let out a held breath, but even as they do, you can still see concern and worry on many faces, including Ashlynn's. Who has a passive investigation of 15 or higher?
I do.
22.
I have
Both
16.
of you. You cannot help but notice that the Sovereign looks exhausted, bleary-eyed, and pale.
One of the
What has been...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Oh. What has transpired here since we've been absent?
Where was the group that
Are
went
you all right?
living?
They failed.
as
Where
in
are-
they're gone, or life, the aspect of life did not
Apparently,
agree.
the entity of life would not be convinced of the seriousness of the threat. I believe the quote was, "Life has no concern with what happens once creatures have crossed out of its domain," which apparently covers the Sunless Crossing and all of reality. If this is not enough, looks towards Majin. Will the Scarlet Malice be ended with just the removal of death from this scenario? Majin, with a tight jaw, says, "No. The Scarlet Malice will be slowed for a time, but it will continue, and it will, by its nature, grow."
Is there nothing else that we can do?
Who do you address that question to?
Majin.
He looks towards you. Do you have any ideas?
Could we speak to life?
We are not living. We can't cross into the realm.
Well, there was a step after, but this was just to stop it from happening so that we had time for the next phases. Correct?
Yes.
Why don't we
It would
just
seem
try to
that there is
speed those
less
up?
time. As this conversation begins slowly at first, but then gradually picking up speed, the conversation that you interrupted when you came in continues. Ashlynn sits looking a little bit defeated. Then she shakes her head and she claps her hands, bringing the group back to order again. She dismisses you. she says, I will be indisposed for some time, but I would wish to speak to you again once I have managed a moment of rest. Please come and find me in my private study later on this day. In the meantime, seek out the Arbiter in the war room. Perhaps you can help him. I must sleep. And she rises from the throne and wobbles for a moment and then steps down and walks away, leaning a little bit on the shoulder of a middle-aged looking dwarven woman who appears to be her attendant.
DM, do we see the living troop, the adventuring party that was sent to the other team?
You do not.
Is Valen the Jade around?
Yeah, you want to go to the war room?
Yeah, I'm curious what happened to the paladin who I talked to before they left.
Very good. So, you step out of the throne room and several hallways away in another large rectangular room that looks like it's meant to seat hundreds. There is the solitary form of Valen the Jade right in the middle. He is standing in front of a giant map. As you look at it, it becomes obvious that it is Nox Valar. As you come in, he looks up from it, and you see a slow smile appear on his mouth. And Majan looks into this room and sees what all is happening and says, well then, this is not important, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm certain our paths will cross again soon. I take my leave.
If
Until
you
then.
happen to think of anything that we could do, please let us know.
The list of things that you could do, my dear Dusk, is literally endless. The question is, will any of them help? Better work on answering that one.
Good luck.
Major,
Yes?
if I may. This entire realm was based on a promise that was never fulfilled. The goddess was trapped here, sealed in this world, which maintains it. What happens, theoretically, if that promise gets fulfilled?
Theoretically. Interesting things. I'm glad that someone has been paying attention. And he turns abruptly and moves away before you can answer.
So good.
Can't
Just
believe
leaving
you were
on
the
the
one
edge
that
of your
was paying
seat.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of that, but it seemed
Half of us are laughing at Dawn.
Oh, got it.
I'm sighing exasperatedly at Dawn.
And I was making a sarcastic comment about how ironic it was that Jack was the one who was paying attention.
John was paying attention to something.
So, as you step in,
Jack was also
Valen
making a comment
looks
about
at
how
you.
it's really easy to pay attention to things when they are that good looking.
Oh my god.
So, Valen looks at you all and gives a nod. You've returned. I hope you were more successful than your counterparts.
We were.
That's good
Of course.
news, I suppose.
Is the Sovereign all right?
She is overwrought, I think. This is a unique situation. She seems convinced she can find a solution. She is, what is the phrase? Burning a candle at either end.
I wondered if you could tell us what happened to the living adventuring team.
The paladin that led them has returned, but she is the only one. Apparently, their journey through the storm of broken worlds was fraught with peril. And if that were not enough, on their return, they were ambushed by legionnaires. Do not know if they still live. Samira thinks they might. But there has been no time to mount any sort of a rescue. I regret to inform you that Johann seems to be one of the ones captured. If I may impose upon you, we've already asked so much, but you might very well be the right souls to assist me with this. And he sweeps his hand over the map. You see, as I said, this map of Nox Valar, major landmarks and neighborhoods, their perimeter defenses, very clearly labeled. And you also see some stone pieces that look somewhat like chess pieces that are on the map representing different elements. You see a perched gargoyle representing the Nyxian guard. You see a heater shield representing the legionnaires, and a pair of coiled tentacles representing the accursed guard. And he looks at you, and particularly you, Wynn, and he says, I know this city like the inside of my wing. So to think like an outsider is difficult. What do you think these interlopers will consider the most strategic? If you want, Wynn, you may make a insight check to see whether or not you can provide some to Valen the Jade.
I would love to.
May
Or if anybody
So
else has
may
any ideas
I
or any...
I would just offer to assist Wynn in her insight.
And inspire her.
You can't do both.
Yeah. I would rather have the inspire.
Oh, well, I say
So rolling an
the,
advantage
the
then?
assist. Yeah, say the assist would
The
give you
bardic
advantage.
Is that
Oh.
better?
No.
Yeah.
Well, can I
I
give
mean-
her? Can I
Okay.
assist her? I'm proficient in insight and have learned a lot about these people.
Sure.
So I'll give
You
her
could
advantage.
Confer briefly amongst yourselves.
And if Jack wants to give her the bardic,
The bardic inspiration while you
Aye.
assist.
we'll just.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll go ahead and sing a song of insight.
Is it a
Valen
10?
looks over towards you and
Private
raises an eyebrow.
Watching you.
Oh my
You're
gosh,
watching your
awesome. 24.
Move.
A 24.
Just so you know, I rolled a 14 and then I got a 10 on the Bardic Inspiration dice.
Very nice.
It's a great
Flowers.
song.
So,
But is your insight 0?
Plus 3.
So 27.
No, but I had a 14, so...
With the plus
Stop
3 of
mathing.
support.
Okay.
no, actually, I take that back. Don't stop mathing. Jesse.
Don't, because we're
Oh,
not going to
please.
math.
No, we
Please.
know.
We depend
We'll
on your
die.
math.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
from what you have observed, the accursed guard are likely to be more interested in acquiring power, either through knowledge or weapons or magic, that sort of thing. The legionnaires are likely to think much more militarily, looking for places that they can command a larger portion of the city that they can occupy or have a range of attack. So taller areas, walled off areas, they're going to look to get footholds. So they're looking to find places to make defensible and basically take over and occupy. The Accursed Guard would be more likely to come in and take power and then leave.
I would say that you should be wary. The Legionnaires do not have access to any strongholds, towers, keeps, areas where they can set up and protect themselves and offer offense from as well. The Accursed Guard will go another route.
And that route is?
They want your things. They want to take over, and they want to take over, and they want to do it quickly and leave. There's less strategy there, less warlike strategy, at least.
A combination of occupiers in the form of the Legionnaires and pillagers in the form of the Accursed Guard.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What have you observed of their capabilities?
Equally strong.
Can you give me
equally
specifics?
Violent.
What have you seen them use in combat?
Counterspell.
The Eldritch Blast comes from whom, DM? I remember
That's the Accursed Guards.
Mm-hmm.
There is an extraordinarily strong force magic that the Accursed Guard will use. Stronger than you're expecting it to be.
They've also prevented me from casting healing magic before.
You see?
Who almost summoned that really awful thing that Jack managed to counterspell?
Accursed Guards as well.
I think
the Accursed Guard are magic heavy.
Which is why they focus on knowledge and trying to gain more.
I see.
DM, the Legionnaires, I remember just being fighter.
Let's see. Dusk, I've heard you trying to say something here. Got some delay going on once again, unfortunately, but did you have something to add?
No.
No, then I misheard. My apologies.
It's fine.
Make a intelligence check for me. Win. As you rack your memory as to something that the Legionnaires might have done in combat.
Click. Oh, mouse. Don't do that. Woo! Wynn goes to think really, really hard, and then she sneezes, and then forgets the question.
Ha! Lovely.
Roll the 6.
Right. So Valen nods. It's just so you know more about the Accursed Guards, and we are still trying to ascertain exactly what threats the Legionnaires constitute, other than what we've already seen, of course.
Unless somebody else in the group has a better memory than I.
I can try to make an intelligence check myself if you'd let me.
We've encountered the Accursed Guard a lot more than we've encountered the Legionnaires, to be fair.
Understood.
Did it roll?
Yeah, 13 and 20.
I see a 13-20?
Yes, 13.
Oh.
But would I get a bonus for? Oh no, probably not on a straight.
Not on a straight intelligence check. 13, however, I think, given the fact that it happened fairly recently, is enough. You managed to not sneeze as you try to think of this. You recall that one of the Legionnaires seemed to throw some sort of grenade that acted as an anti-magic grenade. Just exploded, and it was what ultimately, I believe, it canceled out Wynn's moonbeam.
Oh.
Wow. I was out of my head.
Remember
Yep.
that, even
I
after
remember
you
it now
telling me.
that he said it.
I'm glad someone remembered.
I was paying attention.
It wasn't.
I appreciate it.
It didn't happen to me, so I wasn't paying attention. So
You were griping about not having aid at the time.
I was dead at the time.
I was on the move with Steve.
I was at a friend's house. Anything else you wish to add? You can actually maneuver these tokens around the board if you have an idea of where they might attack, and where perhaps the Nyxian Guard should concentrate their forces.
The crazy lady that we fought to protect the Ashlynn is...
Kelsier.
And she was a legionnaire.
She was an accursed guard.
She was an accursed guard. Then the guy...
She's a crazy
Then the guy that she was fighting earlier was a legionnaire?
Yes.
Jonas?
Okay.
Just want to make sure it's Ashlynn, not Ashlynn.
Okay.
What's his name?
There was the place where we
Janos.
were armored.
Janos.
The armory. I believe it did have a significant arsenal.
It did, indeed. It does. Although, I should say, indeed, it did. Most of the arsenal is now being employed by the Nyxian Guard.
I imagine that would probably likely be a target. There's a cache of magical weapons or...
The junction, you say? I had not considered. Unfortunately, we cannot spare the troops to protect the junction. We have lost contact with it, but given the fact that the arsenal is in a pocket dimension and can only be accessed by those who know it is there, I hope that it is safe. That is indeed something to worry about. I will add it to the list.
Sorry.
Do you know or have any idea where the living party and Johan are?
Taken by the Legionnaires, as I said. There is some hope for them, I suppose. The accursed guard
do we
seems to
know
be somewhat
what
chaotic.
camp or something?
To answer your question, Dusk, no. Although the Legionnaires do seem to be coalescing their forces under this La Croix, and they seem to be somewhat better disciplined than those that claim to follow the accursed king. At any rate, I appreciate your help. You've given me much to think about. You have some time now to yourself, if any of you wish to do any more questions for Valen the Jade, or if you have any questions for anyone else in the Godless Market, or you can move directly to speaking with Ashlynn after a little time passes.
It doesn't need to be in this moment, but Wynn would seek out the paladin from the living group.
Oh, very well. Let's see here.
If the group clears from the war room, Yak will just want to take a moment to ask Valen a question.
All right. As you speak to Valen, would you do me a favor and make an insight check?
Don't mind if I do.
Sorry,
Insight
because you said
check.
if the group kind of clears the space, Dawn wasn't going to clear the space because I was also
God.
going to try to talk to Valen.
Absolutely
Okay.
dare
Oh
you.
my god.
I say I rolled a nat 1 on that insight check, so he seems fine. He seems fine.
All right. So what did you want to discuss with Valen, Jack?
Valen,
Yes.
I asked a question of Majin, and they seemed very intrigued by it. I remember when you were showing us the halls of the previous rulers of the Onyx, of the Sunless Crossing and their gargoyle. What happens if Ashlynn relinquishes her power? Does this...
I do not understand. If she steps down, is that what you're asking?
Well, because there was the two of you are, forgive my bluntness, connected in some way, right? You serve her, and therefore,
Yes, that is,
should she
that is
cease
the nature
to
of
do...
our relationship.
Of course. Nothing untoward. I get ahead of myself. Behind, over to the side, whatever. If she were to... I remember you mentioning that gargoyles in the past had chosen to step down, to stop serving. And when they do that, they become stone, correct? Like in their entirety.
That is the nature of our end.
Of course.
We return to that which we came from.
But if Ashlynn stops serving, or if she were to relinquish control over the Sunless Crossing, what happens? Is she the one holding this all together, is my question.
Oh, I see. No, she does not have that power. The Sunless Crossing exists thanks to the sacrifice of Nyxia. We do our best to maintain it, to continue the ordered progression of souls that arrive, souls that wait for their turn to be heard, and then ultimately either return to the world of the living as resurrected beings, or are processed on to their eternal afterlife.
Correct. And how specifically is that maintained? Because through the readings and the conversations we've had while we were here, this was meant to be a temporary situation, the Sunless Crossing. The gods had agreed that Nyxia would eventually be able to transition, and that her sacrifice would only be a placeholder.
You are correct. However, what was meant to be and what now is are two different things. I focus on dealing with the reality of our situation, and
of course.
Your question as to whether or not things can be undone or let go, that is perhaps a question for after we are not at war.
Of course. I understand you have many worries upon your head, and the foe in front of us is the one we should be worried about. Please know, we will aid you, as always, in any way we can.
It is appreciated, more than you can know. And he turns from you to Dawn, who is also there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, hi, Dawn.
Hi. Sorry, I'm really worried about Ashlynn. And you mentioned she's burning from both ends, and I was wondering, she said she was going to go get some rest, but I'm concerned a little sleep isn't enough. Is there something you can think of that might help her?
I have been extremely busy with this. He gestures at the map. I hadn't noticed that she was suffering under the strain, but it is only natural. You say she is seeking rest?
She said she was going to go seek rest and that we could search her out later, but I think she needs more than just some sleep. I don't know if I can be the one who provides something more. Maybe she just needs the strength of a friend with her. But
looks a little uncomfortable as you say that. Sort of shifts a little. Yes.
You're her closest friend, I'm fairly certain. If you think it would help to be with her for even a short while, then I'm sure things can hold together for a short while.
Thank you for bringing this to my
his
attention.
shoulder and just goes,
This is a this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will see what I can do. But if she has requested that she see you privately, then I suggest you take her up on it. That is an honor that is afforded to few people.
And we will. But she requested that we do it after she had time to rest, which is
Good.
what she's doing now. So
Excellent.
if you wanted to see her, now would be the time to do it.
I am far too busy at the moment, I'm afraid. But later.
Okay. Just remember, later's not always guaranteed. If you need anything from us, or if you can think of anything that I can do, just let me know. What uncomfortable, what vibe of uncomfortable am I getting? Like somebody who just met him is telling him what to do, or like what
Make
kind
an insight check, please. Yeah, all this vibe checking you do.
You got
Don.
this.
he's fine.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so that's a 32.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Oh my god.
She brings his diary.
She Dawn knows better what he's feeling than him himself.
Oh,
Probably.
So,
he knows the exact thing he's sensitive about. Just after.
I could be a bastard and just say he's worried. However, you think it goes deeper than that. You look as he looks over the map of Nox Valar, and his eyes sort of dart. You can see him counting and adding up various things as he sees the various pieces and the forces that they represent. You don't think it's good.
Okay.
You are looking at a general who knows that you cannot win the war.
Great.
Okay.
I didn't think that's what you were inside.
It's not
Me
what I was
neither.
inciting.
But now
It
we're
is
all real
occupying.
depressed. Yeah.
Okay,
It is occupying
I see
the
with it.
primary.
Occupying 95% of his mind. Your conversation with him, a little 5% there. He looks uncomfortable. You don't think it's the fact that you've just met him. He'd probably be uncomfortable discussing this sort of thing with anyone. The fact that he hasn't shouted you out of the room is good. Means he's taken your advice seriously. Whether or not he'll be able to do anything given everything else that's going on, you're not sure.
Okay. So, I'm not going to push it further than that.
All right.
I will leave it be. Because coming to terms with your own feelings can be difficult.
Anything else, friends?
Valen,
You said that you were going to look for Samira Quinn. All right.
Yeah, if this is a good moment for it.
Absolutely.
Then I would ask Balin before I walked out, which would have happened before this conversation with these two, just where she was.
All right. Valen looks up and says, the last I saw her, she was in the ballroom.
And I'll head there.
All right. The ballroom is dark and somber. The decorations are gone, as are, of course, the people that we hear celebrating the Feast of the Shepherd. First, you think there's nobody in here, but then in a dark corner, you see a shape that seems to be rocking back and forth. You see bits and pieces of armor that have been cast into various corners, and wearing just a shrift in the corner is Samira, just rocking back and forth.
I heard what happened.
It was so beautiful. It felt so good. We couldn't leave. I knew he had to. He couldn't leave. It denied our request, but then it invited us to stay. But I didn't. I left. I'm so sorry I left. I want to go back. But I
Were you
can't.
the only one who left?
No. It was me and Rim and Lena and Grim. We came out, but the others, Saria and Grodd, they never came out. And Johann said that we had to leave them, that there was no hope. He couldn't go in with us. He was very sad. And we made it out, and then we were attacked. And everything is breaking. Everything is breaking. We failed. And everything is going to end here. Horribly.
No. It's going to be a little harder now. But it's not over. My group was able to succeed in our task. We bought us some time. It's not over. You've suffered a terrible loss. But you haven't lost.
Make a persuasion check for me, Win.
Balls. 8.
Oh my gosh.
8. She goes quiet and then starts to rock again. It was so beautiful, so welcoming. I felt like a child. And nothing was ever going to hurt me again. I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back. She just says it over and over again, rocking.
Wynn will get her a glass of water, put it next to her, and recognize a fellow warrior, shell-shooken, and give her some space. DM, in my understanding, it was kind of like a Buffy in Heaven thing, where it was so beautiful that being cast out is torturous.
Yes, similar to that. Not necessarily heaven, but if you try to think about how wrong and unpleasant it felt to be in the domain of death, you can only assume that the opposite was true for the domain of life. And it probably just sucked in people like a flame and a moth. But as opposed to being, well, probably similar, they were probably consumed by it, joined it, the essence of their life, joining the domain of life. Like a candle flame being joined to a bonfire.
Got it.
After a period of time, you are all gathered by this same dwarf, this page. She tells you her name is Barda Glimmerflint, excuse me, and she begins to usher you down a maze of hallways, through doors, and up and down staircases. And as she's moving, she makes it overly clear that this is a great honor. She said, no one has ever gained access to the sovereign's private sanctum, at least not while I've been working here, and I've been working here for quite some time. You should be feeling great pride in being allowed the privilege to enter such a sacrosanct chamber. As she comes to a large door, she opens it up and looks at you all, gives you all a stern look, says, now, don't overstay your welcome. She's had a rough few days. And steps forward and she says, the adventurers that you requested to see, Sovereign, she looks at you expectantly, Jack, for you to give the group's name.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, the group name. Oh,
I thought it was an intentional dramatic
that was
pause.
the most dramatic of pauses.
I was so excited.
Oh, absolutely. It's always an intentional dramatic pause from Jack. But yeah, no, we're the Ooze Cruise. We'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it.
The Ooze Cruise.
That was never agreed upon.
Yeah, no.
So she bows and then moves out of the room. This chamber is much more modest in scale than the rest of the Onyx Requiem, just big enough to feel stately, but not so large as to be impractical. And its nature is obviously that of a private, yet intimate sanctum for the sovereign. The sanctum is, however, in utter disarray. There are stacks of books scattered all over the floors, and upon this beautiful granite desk, which is piled high with stacks of old parchment and also small plates of half-eaten food. Behind it sits Ashlynn, unmoving, her forehead resting on the desk next to a pile of untouched scones. With a deep sigh, she sits up and she manages a small smile, and the side of her face is red and smudged with a little bit of ink from where she was clearly sleeping for just a moment, and she blinks and looks at you all and says, I think I have a plan. Sort of. And then she shakes herself and stands up and begins to move around in a somewhat manic way. Her hair disarray as she goes around. She begins picking up books randomly, thrusting them at each of you, and she begins just going off on a tirade. She wearing looking clothes, loose-fitting. She's tired, pale, bleary-eyed, and she clearly appears to be at her breaking point. She says, I apologize for my appearance and the state of my room, but I have not been able to sleep for a week. Here, have you eaten? There's some scones. We could bring for tea, or there is tea here already somewhere. Where's the tea?
We are all right.
I actually brought you a cup myself.
Thank you. Could you put it, she goes over
put it in your hand.
Yes.
Lean over to Wynn and be like, she's about 2 seconds away from starting to string yarn to the wall.
During the time that she's kind of, having this manic introduction to what could possibly happen, I would like to grab some paper and a quill and just be ready to just start noting the main points of whatever she starts talking about.
Excellent. All right.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
That's way better than what I was going to do. I was just gonna hold her hand
I'm
and tell
gonna
her to
cast
breathe.
Calm Emotions to help give her a little peace.
Doesn't last long.
No, but just to hopefully help her center herself.
So you cast a spell. She sees what you're doing, and she's, oh no, I don't. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
fine.
You do.
She blinks as. Go ahead, Jack.
I will play a song of rest while this is happening.
Oh, very nice. So light music begins to permeate the atmosphere here as your spell. What does the spell look like as you cast it? Dawn?
This is one of the things that I generally try to do that is less obvious, because most of the time I don't want people to know that I'm outrightly doing it, though I'm doing it very clearly here. And just everybody in the room will feel just a sudden kind of like wash of warmth down their body as they just feel like that when you sink into a hot tub, that kind of like relaxing feeling you get, and everybody just kind of has that kind of hit as they feel their kind of muscles relax and their tension ease, and because it affects everybody in the space, so everybody feels that.
So she blinks for a second, and then you watch her shoulders sink, and she seems to become even more tired in front of you as she actually does calm, and this adrenaline that's going through her dissipates. She seems to deflate a little bit, and she just leans on this granite desk and takes a few deep breaths. These books and journals, I've collected them from wherever I can find them. These are the journals of previous sovereigns. I can't remember which of you said it, but perhaps it was you. Looks at you, Niall. You got me thinking that what we really need to solve this problem is Nyxia's help. It's not something that I think any sovereign has ever contemplated, really, but some have, I don't know, hinted at it, wondered if it could be possible to, and the spell wears off. She goes, resurrect her. After all, her death was only meant to be a temporary thing, as you know, a sacrifice to spawn this Sunless crossing. And the deities, all of them, every single one, across the board, all the ones that she made this deal with, ancient deal, they've forgotten that the agreement that she was supposed to be returned to glory once a better way to fuel Sunless crossing was found, once a better way to deal with the souls that, as they come, they wait for resurrection. Wait for resurrection. That's bad for them to go to where they go and then be broken away. But here they can rest, rest, be safe. But she wasn't brought back. No gods did that. I'm so sorry. I've just not been able to sleep. I've had the most bizarre dream, just over and over. It is I dream of the Everwood, the Etherwood, the tree that's in the middle of Nox Valar. I just can't stop having these intense dreams. Anyway, what better way to stop the Scarlet Malice than with the help of a goddess that knows this place more intimately than anyone could. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yes, Jax, we give you credit for thinking of it first. I say under my breath.
Said absolutely.
Actually, it was
nothing.
me. Wait.
Yes.
Jack would totally take credit.
There's a problem.
Yes, okay. The problem.
There's a problem.
Calm emotions.
Cast it again?
Yeah.
Oh, give me another hit of that. Yeah. No.
This can only end.
I just had an idea for a character or an NPC that literally just constantly casts calm emotions themselves and is like addicted to it, like they're a total pothead.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
man.
hysterical.
That's
It's
gone.
coming.
Yeah.
All right. Some other game. Anyway,
Summer.
The effect once again, because she takes another deep breath, closes her eyes, and lets out the breath. Even with the combined knowledge of all of these past sovereigns and what abilities I have, I do not possess the divine power necessary to conduct such a miracle. Which is where I think, once again, I must ask for your aid. Because there is power here in the road to eternity. So many highly skilled and powerful representatives of the deities that have all the temples, all of them, here in the road to eternity. They have the ear and the essence of the gods that they serve, and they must be persuaded to pass along that essence to you. Divine boons, which you can then use to help me resurrect Nyxia.
I think that's an excellent plan.
You do?
Yeah, and we'll help whatever way we can.
I do.
We'll do it.
Where is Majin right now?
Thought he was with you.
I want to have...
They wandered off after we went to meet up with
we might need
Valen.
to have a word with them.
Well, if they can provide a divine boon, then wonderful. But the divine boons that I'm thinking of are most definitely in the road to eternity. They will need...
No, I don't think they can provide a divine boon. I think that they can stop you from having calamitous sleep.
Uh-oh.
And I wonder if he's not involved.
Make an insight check.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I'm
that's a 15.
Not bad.
For a +0.
I mean, if she's been having trouble with these dreams and sleeping for a week, that does coincide with the first appearance of Majin here in the Sunless Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
She takes another deep breath. She says, there's no guarantee that it's going to work. There's quite a lot to do, and a very, very complicated ritual. But I think I could do it. But I don't know if it's going to work, and I don't want to tell anyone until I do know. So when you speak to the various priests that run the temples, don't tell them what I plan, and don't tell any of the godless monarchy either. Keep it a secret.
Are you going to tell Valen? You need to be able to lean on somebody, and you're sending us off. You need to have somebody here who knows what your plan is that you can lean on.
No. You're just knowing that you are on helping me with this. That will be enough. I'm sure that. But you have no idea. I've already it's such a huge weight off my chest, knowing that you think it's a good plan and that you are going to help. The tea is fantastic, by the way. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ashlynn. Try this. And I'm going to give her my ring of mind shield.
I was gonna ask you.
Oh,
Smart.
Interesting. She looks at the ring and looks at it curiously. She says, "What? Why?"
It is a ring of mind shielding. I don't know if it's powerful enough to stop whatever is infecting your dream state, but it certainly can't hurt. This was a gift from somebody I cared about very deeply, and if it would bring you any sort of peace, it's better in your hands than it is in mine. Please.
Oh, very well. She looks at it and says, I will try attuning to it later. At the moment, I am full up, as it were, with items I need to help me with my duties, but I will use it, I promise.
Thank you.
But I will need each of you to acquire a boon. We need as many as we can, and I don't think that the deities will be willing to share boons with multiple other deities. So each of you must choose one and hopefully secure it. You must secure 5. With 5, I think we can do it.
Great.
One for each of us.
Very well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Accountant.
Yeah, I count 5.
There are 5 of us.
I'm gonna put my hand on her arm and try to get her to like stop her manic walking, and I'm gonna say, you and Valen are he's also stressed. You are a team to support each other. It's easier to support each other if you talk and if you're with each other.
I know.
Just keep that in mind.
I know.
Keeping him in the dark.
Don't tell him.
I won't.
Please don't tell him.
You asked us not to, so I won't. But I do think you should. He's worried about you.
Thank you for your counsel.
Is there anything we
Quickly,
can
as fast as you can.
Okay. You could get somebody
5
to
boons.
cast feign death on you to maybe give you an hour sleep while we're
There's
gone.
too much to do.
Oh,
Too much to do. Thank you, though. And she rings a little bell, and the little dwarven woman comes in and says, all right, that's enough. Out you go. So,
Yeah.
such an honor to be meeting with the sovereign in this way. But it's time to be on your way now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you, Ashlynn.
thank you for
Oop.
showing us.
she nods and looks up from another stack of papers and looks at you and says, yes. Good luck. As you leave her private sanctum.
TM,
And, oh, yes?
have we noticed Barda before this moment?
You haven't? She wouldn't necessarily be somebody that you would notice, given that she seems to be Ashlynn's personal attendant. But, no, you have not. However, she's very effective at ushering you out of Ashlynn's study and leading you back through the labyrinthine halls and to the main hall of the Onyx Requiem.
I want to insight
And
check Barda.
Go for it.
Okay.
What'd you get?
That is a filthy 20.
A filthy 20.
Disgusting.
She seems quite worried about Ashlynn, if you had to guess. And a little, I don't know if jealous is the right word. She gets to see Ashlynn privately all the time.
Okay.
Perhaps you don't think she thinks you all are worthy, although she has not demonstrated it in anything other than just the slightest of sideways looks.
But there's nothing. I would like to. I would like to make a perception check on Barda because I'm trying to
Very
make
well.
sure that Barda is actually Barda.
Indeed, that would be an investigation check, actually.
An investigation check.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm good at that if you want to loop me into your
Please,
theory.
absolutely. Like, yeah, no, please, God.
Thank God.
Because I rolled a 4 on like.
So how
she
do
seems-
you loop Niall in without being obvious about it?
That's the question.
Do I have to not be obvious about it? Like,
No, I suppose not.
I was like,
Is this chick?
Oh my God.
and so like with the so like You see Yaspar is like, oh, all right, time to go. And I'm just like, he like tries to lean over it. He's just like, something seems off about this chick. But like in that exact volume of just like, it's like it kind of rings out down the hallway a little bit. It's like, oh.
Of course, yes.
Sorry, I thought my whisper was a little shifted.
Shall I give it a shot?
I suppose.
Yeah.
That's a 22. Double 22s if we're...
Oh my god.
Jack doesn't know what he's talking about. This is just a dwarven woman who seems very takes her job very seriously.
Oh my god.
Jack's just like, Dawn seems to be picking up something between Valen and Ashlynn, and I want to pick up something too. What's up with this dwarven woman?
Yeah. Barda looks at you and says, off you go.
Sorry about him. Thank you.
I'm on to you.
Grab Jack by the back of the shirt and pull him along.
Into the backpack.
This would seem to be an appropriate time to end our session for this evening.
With Jack in the bag.
With deep paranoia. I have done my job. Everyone, thank you once again for joining us. We hope you had a good time.
Always remember Barda.
This is Severed Threads and Notes from the Black Ballad. The Black Ballad, of course, this fantastic module written by the excellent folk at Storytellers Forge, who are also sponsoring this stream. We are very grateful. If you've enjoyed the music, this music was written by Diamorte, led by the fantastic Drake, who very generously allowing us to use this music. This music was actually written and inspired this module, and so it is perfect to have going on in the background of your campaign as it is in ours. It is awesome. If you like the art, please check out Kai. If you like listening to actual plays on podcasts, check out Echoes of Kryn. If you would like to have a professional dungeon master you, then please check out me. I would love to have you in one of my games, openings as we speak. And
we're in some of those games.
Yes, of course, indeed. And while we're at it, let's plug everything. Let's talk about the amazing Ohio Shakespeare Festival. If you're anywhere in the Ohio area, want to see some incredible theater, you should check out the Ohio Shakespeare Festival. Link in the chat. If you like leather goods, check these out. You can find these at Buckle & Rose on Etsy. And let me see, am I forgetting anything?
If you like accountants...
I'm an accountant.
Yes, there's several of us who occasionally appear on stage. If you would like to know more, then again, check out the links in the chat. Perhaps you could see us when we're not dressed like crazy undead goblin ghouly things.
This is how we dress for accounting.
This is how we always do this.
That's an accounting firm that I would like
amazing.
to hire.
Yeah, seriously.
100%.
Take my money. Exactly.
Take my numbers.
My friends, it is time to say goodbye. And so I shall say goodbye. See you next time.
Bye.